Welcome to Pulse 301. We are we are we are I am presenting on age group, age set and customary laws in Kenya. Introduction. Before the coming of colonial rule, the societies that existed in Kenya had their own political and social systems which were effective in maintaining peace, justice and stability. Even though they didn't have written constitutions, prisons, or police forces, these societies functioned smoothly through indigenous institutions that governed community life. The three key traditional systems that ensured orders were the Council of Elders, which who were responsible for the core decisions making and judicial body, the age set system, a social organization that grouped people by age and assigned them duties, customary laws, the unwritten the unwritten morals the unwritten moral and legal codes that guided behavior and relationship and justice. These three institutions worked hand in hand to maintain law, peace, and unity, showing that African societies were not disorganized but had sophisticated systems of governance. The Council of Elders The Council of Elders was a group of respected men, usually elderly, who had demonstrated wisdom and honesty and leadership. Their main role was to make laws, settle disputes, offer guidance, and ensure harmony within the community. They represented the highest authority in the land, a combination of parliament, court, and cabinet all in one. Let's look at how these institutions functioned among different Kenyan communities. Let's begin with the Gikuyu. The Kiama Kia Athuri. Among the Kikuyu, governance was organized around the Kiama Kia Athuri, which literally means Council of Elders. The Kiama was divided into levels. Those were three: the Kiama Kia Mbere, Junior Council; the Kiama Kenya Masaria, Intermediate Council; the Kiama Kia Mathati, Senior Council. Each level had its own authority and responsibilities. The functions of the Council of Elders: settling land and family disputes, enforcing customary laws and punishing offenders, performing religious ceremonies and sacrifices, approving marriages and initial ceremonies, making political and social decisions of the community. How it maintained order: disputes were resolved fairly and offenders were fined in goats or cattle. Fear of curses or social shame made people obey the elders' rule. Let's go to the Ameru, the Jorincheke. The Jorincheke was one of the most powerful council of elders in Kenya. It existed among the Ameru of Mount Kenya region and continues to operate even today. Factions: it acted as the highest court of appeal, settling disputes that lower councils could not resolve. It made laws concerning land, morality, and community discipline. It performed cleansing rituals and upheld traditional oaths. It also acted as a moral watchdog, punishing witchcraft, corruption, and immorality. This is how it maintained order. Its judgments were respected and final. Anyone who defied the Jorincheke risked curses believed in to bring sickness or death, ensuring obedience and discipline. Let's go to the third community, that's the Kalenjin. The Poyot Apkoi, the Council of Elders. Among the Kalenjin subgroups such as Nandi, Kipsigis, and Tugen, the Council of Elders, known as Poyot Apkoi, played the important political and judicial role. Let's go to the functions: declaring war and peace, settling land, cattle and family disputes, overseeing initiation and rituals, enforcing customary laws through fines and curses. This is how it maintained order. Their decisions were guided by headset leaders and enforced by warriors. Disobedience led to social isolation or cleansing rituals to restore peace. Let's go to the other community, the Luo. The council of elders was known as Jodongo. In Luo society, elders as Jodongo were key decision makers and judges. They ruled at the clan level and often chosen for wisdom, wealth, and experience functions of the Jodongo, mediating conflict between families or clans, overseeing overseeing bride price and inheritance issues, leading prayers and sacrifices to ancestors, upholding moral behavior and taboos. This is how it maintained order. Social shame, fear of ancestral curses, and respect for elders' authority made people obey decisions without resistance. The other community are the Somali. The council of elders were known as the Shir and the Gurt. Among the Somali, the council of elders were known as the Shir, or in some cases the Gurt. This was a meeting of clan of elders who made decisions collectively through consensus functions, interpreting and enforcing the Shia, the Somali customary law, settling clan feuds, land dispute and cattle raids, overseeing compensation and price agreement. This is what maintained its order. Because Somali society was clan-based, the Shir ensured unity among clans and prevented blood feuds by enforcing compensation diya instead of revenge. Summary: across Kenyan communities, council of elders like Kiama, Jurincheke, Poyot Apkoi, Jodongo, and Shir maintained peace and justice by combining wisdom, moral authority, and spiritual beliefs. They acted as judges, peacemakers, lawmakers, and priests, ensuring that every member respected community laws and values. The age set system the age-set system, also called age grades, grouped people who were initiated into adulthood at the same time. This system was vital for social organization, discipline, and continuity. Each age set went through stages from childhood to warriorhood, adulthood, and finally elderhood, ensuring a small transfer of leadership. Let's look at the examples from different communities. Let's begin with the Maasai. The El Moran warrior system. The Maasai are famous for their age-set system, which was central to their political and military organization structure. Boys were circumcised together and became the El Moran, who are the warriors. They lived together in special villages called manyatas. After several years, they graduated to elderhood. El Piani functions of the Maasai aid set. They defended the community and livestock from enemies, enforced discipline and community laws, organized community work and herding, acted as youth police to prevent theft, rebellion, or laziness. This is how it maintained order. Every man had a duty, ensuring unity, preventing crime. EdSet loyalty also reduced individual rebellion, since breaking community rules brought shame to the entire group. Second community is the Kalenjin, the Ibinda EdSet. Among the Kalenjin, EdSet known as Ibinda were key to their military and political system. Each Ibinda lasted about 7 years before a new one was formed. Examples of EdSet among the Kalenjin were Maina, Sawe, Chumo, Korongoro, Kaptani, and Kipkoimet functions. They provided warriors for defense and cattle raids, supplied young men for communal work, trained leaders and elders through successive ranks, maintained discipline by enforcing codes of behavior. This is how it maintained order. Every generation had its role and responsibility through initiation rituals, song, and mentorship. The third community are the Bukusu. Those are the Luya. The Likumi age set. Among the Bukusu, society was divided into age set known as Likumi. Each Likumi was responsible for maintaining discipline and unity during the after initiation functions. They organized initiation ceremonies and communal celebrations, They disciplined members who violated traditions, assisted elders in enforcing rules, helped maintain peace and order during community events. This is how it maintained order. The sense of belonging and accountability among the age mates prevented individuals from going against community norms. The fourth community are the Samburu, the Elmuran warrior age set. Closely related to the Maasai, the Samburu also use the age set system to maintain order. Warriors, who are the Elmuran, protected livestock, followed strict moral rules, and were forbidden from stealing, lying, or insulting elders. This is how it maintained order. Strict discipline and respect for age hierarchy prevented conflict and promoted unity among the among the youth. The fifth community are the Abagusi. Age grades and initiation among the Abagusi, age sets were linked to initiation ceremonies. Initiates moved together through stages from youth, adulthood, and elderhood. Functions educated the youth on discipline, social ethics, and respect. Formed social groups of labor, defense, and rituals. They prepared members for future leadership roles. How it how it maintained order. By technical communal values and respect for elders, EdSet produced responsible adults who maintained peace. In summary, we can say that the EdSet kept society organized and disciplined. It gave every person a clear role, warrior, worker, or elder, ensuring that everyone contributed to the peace and prosperity of the community. Let's go to the fourth customary law. Customary law was the invisible herd that held everything together. It was the moral and legal framework that guided how people behaved, interacted, and also solved disputes. Examples across communities. Among the Gikuyu, customary laws Mugikuyu wa Kiama covered marriages, blood, and punishment. Among the Luo, customary law governed inheritance, dowry, and family relationship. Among the Kamba, taboos that are the Mivuko and Hodh controlled behavior. Among the Somali, the Tsia law regulated composition or cleansing rituals. This is how they maintained order. People feared breaking law due to curses or ancestral punishments. The aim was reconciliation, not revenge. Offenders paid fines and livestock or goods to repair relationship and restore peace. It was respected because it came from the community consensus, not foreign rule. In conclusion, pre-colonial Kenyan society were not lawless. They earned effective system that maintained peace, unity, and justice. Council of elders like the Kiama, Jurincheke, Poyot, Akoi, Jodongo, and Shir provided leadership and justice. Edzet system among the Masai, Kalenjin, Samburu, Bukusu, and the Abagusi ensured discipline and defense. Customary law provided moral code that guided all behavior. These systems worked together to prevent chaos and promote social harmony. Even today, elements of these traditional structures remain influential in Kenyan local dispute resolution and community leadership. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.